Hello Gemini, and welcome to your 2024 yearly zodiac reading. This is for zodiac placements of Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in Gemini. So please check your natal chart for other placements in case you have placements in other signs to get your full picture. We're going to go through each month of 2024 and we're going to cover several different areas for you. We're going to have your overall energy, love, career, finance, and advice. So please give me a minute to get all your cards out here on the table, and I will be with you shortly for your reading. Alright, Gemini, I am back. I have all your cards out on the table, so let's see what your January is like. We have Observer. Ooh. I have a feeling you're seeing to plans long in the future. Well, we're going to see how that goes. Finances. Ooh, I like it. The World. Maybe you hit a milestone with your finances. Whether that's a goal that you wished, or perhaps an investment finally hit a completion. I actually like that. They're pointing out the cornucopia on this map to me. So yeah, maybe where the investment completes, you see a windfall, a payout, or maybe you have a bond or something, some bonds, and you realize they're now mature, so you can cash them out. That would be something that completes, that is now equitable. Career. Oh, Justice in the reverse. Ooh, ouch. Okay. Things are not well balanced at work, and not going in your favor. So that is where probably your planning and observing energy, making better plans for, is going to come in handy, or let's hope so. Granted, it seems like long-term plans, if you had an investment that now has paid off, you were planning that for a while and you've paid attention to it. That eye for detail. Love. Oh, the Queen of Cups in the reverse. You are not exactly feeling very secure with yourself when it comes to love. Either your heart is just not in it, because that is not your focus. Obviously, you're focusing elsewhere. Or for those of you that are single, maybe no one's really catching your eye or giving you the proper attention. So you're in that mode where you think there's no fish in the sea. I will say beware of feeling that you are unlovable. Okay, general advice. A Death in the reverse. Interesting energy. Okay, some things are not complete. Okay, that might relate to the work situation. Some things are not complete. So if you're in the middle of shifting, management, or shifting policies, because it is the start of a new year at work, in your career, that would definitely say that things are definitely not finished with fluctuating, whether for the good or the bad. Oh, okay, we're going to go back to this self-love energy. Remember, you not only are lovable, but you're a work in progress. How you are now is not how you will always be. So if you think yourself ugly or unworthy, or perhaps you have low self-esteem, that does not mean it's a permanent thing. Okay. February. What's going on for you for February? We have building blocks in the reverse. I get kind of not wanting to co-create kind of vibe with this card. Like, you know, the Magician in the reverse. So I'm going to see what else comes up here to see how that correlates. Granted, because the previous month we had issues, things being unfair in your workplace, perhaps management is still shifting, policies are still shifting. You are less of a team player because of those types of changes you see. Your finances, the Wheel of Fortune. Hey, literally, Wheel of Fortune in a finance position. I love to see it. So, the money is good. The money is not only maintaining, but you might actually be very good at saving or investing at this time. Perhaps instead of spending your money and using it to output it in some other format, you're just not using it as expenses or for want items, or limiting need items even more in order to save. Let's see what else comes up. Career, Seven of Pentacles, investment. Oh yes, you are putting effort in at work. Okay. As much as I would love to say teamwork makes the dream work, and that is included with the Seven of Pentacles at work, that does not necessarily mean that your workflow state is geared towards being a team player, because you can be totally self-invested and not be a team player. Let's make that distinction. Love, we have the Ten of Pentacles. I will say, being comfortable in oneself. And since we had some uncertainty, especially for those that had self-worth issues or self-love issues, knowing your worth, knowing your value, knowing that you're a catch. And advice, Four of Swords in the reverse. Now it's time to get a move on. Just beware you're not too hasty and things fall apart. Okay, let me come back to this energy right over here. There's more to this. Oh, they're showing the face that, and there's building blocks here and there's a face here. They're pointing it out. Okay, you're not the one that's having to put forth so much effort to build. Wheel of Fortune, okay. You have assistance with certain aspects here. So you're not having to outwardly put effort into building anything. Instead, you're getting assistance, elsewhere to help you build. Given. Okay. A dose of luck. Yeah. I did not receive an ace in any format, but yeah. Not really co-creating with the universe, but receiving maybe karmic rewards in some fashion. Wheel of Fortune. And that's why we've got so much positivity here. You've got things behind the scenes that are actually working in your favor. Okay. Let's continue onward to March. I'll try not to keep you here all day. And we have exchanging gifts in the reverse. For this one, I'm going to go ahead and reveal all of these first. The Ace of Cups in the reverse. Uh-oh. The Ace of Wands in the reverse for career. Four of Pentacles in the reverse for love. The Queen of Wands reversed. And the Five of Swords is our general advice. Yeah, I always see the exchanging gifts as the Six of Pentacles. Things are out of balance. Definite shake-up in your world. And the fact that now we have double ace energy. Oh yeah, I would say so. I would say finances and take a nosedive. So either we've made bad investments or we've overspent, or our paychecks are not what we wanted. You know, maybe you're getting extra taxes taken out or having to pay you know, health insurance, whatever. So there's less money going into the bank because there's more going out. This is displeasing to you, obviously, because you feel the loss. Lack of motivation for work. That's what I'm getting. Your drive, your motivation doesn't seem to be there quite so much. So you're just kind of going through the motions for the month of March. Love, Four of Pentacles. Okay, if you've been withholding in a relationship, this is probably going to be a time you open up. If you've been clinging to a relationship, trying to make it work, that you might actually end up letting it go. To let that person go. Maybe they're the reason why your bank account is taking a nosedive. You know, maybe they robbed you or something. Maybe, you know, they cost too much and they take too much because you have an inability to say no. For those of you that are single, perhaps you are actually letting go of your singledom to, you know, being willing to step outside your comfort zone, not being a wallflower. There you go. General advice, Queen of Wands reversed and the Five of Swords. Yeah, I get overextension. You've given enough of your energy and probably money and power away. And of course, anytime you do that, there's conflict. Whether that person forcibly took it and you allowed it, or you just gave it away. So for those of you that are letting go of someone, that might be why. They were takers and you've been forced to be a giver all the time. Six of Pentacles energy in the reverse. Yep. Okay. Not the easiest month for the month of March. Sad but true. We all have our ups and downs. Alright, Gemini, let's see what April is like. We have never-ending story in the reverse. So there's finality to a situation, circumstances, which does often mean a choice is either forced upon us or we make one willingly. Finances. Oh, we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Ooh, okay, Knight of Wands. Pay attention to the rate at which you're spending. Try not to be so reckless when it comes to your spending. Okay. Also, if it's something that you want and it's not necessarily a need item, beware of making, impulse buying. There you go. Career. 6 of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, if you were hoping for a raise or a promotion, that is not happening. But there's not a lot of movement whatsoever in your career. And they're actually pointing out the, hopefully you can see it if my camera will focus, the wave ocean tattoo on this arm and the particular card. So, things are moving, but they're moving at the same pace that they always do. I mean, it's not like it's a sudden shift or anything like that. It's just to be expected. Okay. Love. We have the 8 of Swords in the reverse. Okay, for those of you that were withholding information from somebody, you're now setting yourself free and communicating. You're not limiting that relationship. For those of you that were holding on to your singledom, well, guess what? Like I said, you released yourself, so you are free to, go about and try to date people. For those of you that had a breakup because you let that person go, you're realizing that you are no longer caged. You are no longer tied down in a relationship. So take that as you will. Maybe you'll be comfortable enough to, get out there, or maybe you're just going to breathe and realize what being single feels like again after a long time. And that scenario does play into the, things coming to an end. And our general advice, justice, cause and effect. The universe gives and then the universe takes away. There's certain universal truths, and not everything will last forever, but not everything will progress or act the way we wish. And there's a certain balance that we have to find to it all. It's not about things being perfect. It's about things being balanced and what we can handle at any given time. Cause and effect. Be aware of that overspending or impulse buying. I don't know why I keep getting drawn back to it, but there you go. Something to end. Maybe that's a habit that's been, lurking there, that, you're becoming aware of. Okay, I really need to stop doing this. I shouldn't do this. This is bad for me. All right, May. Let's see what's going on for May. Regeneration and the reverse. Okay. More of a, I want to say lack of reviving. There's something here that, you've ended or don't want a return of. Let's see what that is. finances, the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. If you're wanting to recoup finances, start to save more, that's going to be a little bit more difficult. Maybe maintaining your finances is the best that you can manage. Or if you were hoping for, say, like your taxes to come back, because we are talking May, maybe you filed in March or filed in February and you're waiting for your taxes, in which case you may not receive any news on that coming back. Career. The Lovers. Ooh. I actually like this because this means we're making wise decisions. Oh, okay. And they're pointing out the apple tattoo on the one hand. So, not only things being fruitful, but fertility? Abundance? Yeah, okay. And now they're pointing out the snakes on the sleeve. Okay. Abundance. Snakes. Magic. Change. Okay, so we're either making really healthy changes. Changes for the better. Or we're actually connecting to, like, the angel wings, our higher self enough that we're making higher realm decisions on the earthly plane that it's going to bring us abundance. So we're partnering with the right things. We're helping ourselves with the correct decisions, making those correct choices because we're following guidance. Okay, love. We have the Lovers reversed. Okay, we have Lovers twice. 2 different areas. Interesting. Yeah. It seems like your focus is definitely not on love. For those of you that are single, it could mean that you're going to get a love offer that you're going to reject. Perhaps even a past lover come up. And yeah, you're like, no, I'm done. I know what's there. I don't want that back. Thank you. And that plays into this non-revival energy that I keep getting over here, as well as, your finances. I would also be aware of choices if you're in a relationship. Perhaps you are more likely to not see your connection, to foster it correctly, to make proper choices, to give them the much needed attention. And, oh, okay. And just like with the apple tattoo there, they're pointing at the apple over here. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. And what is our overall general advice? High Priestess in the reverse. Don't ignore your intuition. I mean, we have areas where we've got our intuition going good and areas where maybe it's lacking, whether or not that's on purpose or not. Perhaps we are guided to end a choice, not revive something simply because our intuition says, don't do that. But don't ignore your intuition. Don't ignore the connections, the signs, synchronicities that you are shown that will, help you, assist you. And you're probably wanting answers, especially about finances. Like I said, you may not receive any information regarding your finances. I'm getting taxes, but that's okay. Take that as it resonates, please. And we have June. What's going on for June? Go the distance in the reverse. Okay. Time to slow down. Time to think things through. Also pay attention to areas where you meet resistance. Perhaps signs are being put in front of you saying, hey, don't go past this line. It's not meant for you. Let's see what else comes up for you. Finances. The Queen of Wands reversed. Remember that impulse buying I mentioned earlier? Be careful you're not uninhibited. Oh, okay, credit card. Credit card, just because you buy it on credit and it stretches out over a span of time, make sure you're not accumulating any debt. You know, if you can, pay it off all in full each month if you can, rather than paying just the minimum. Because what would cost you, you know, $100, but you pay it off over the span of an entire year, and all of a sudden you're paying, you know, twice as much for that same item. So it's just easier to pay it off in one go if you can. So please be aware of any exuberant spending. Career. Ooh, we got choices. And for whatever reason, we have the jeweled ring in this one cup that keeps holding my attention here. Okay, so we have different avenues, different ways of doing things. One apparently is very lucrative. I mean, jewels, riches, there's lots of money to be had. Maybe this is a project opportunity for employment, or maybe just a new idea that you want to propose in your workplace, and it's one that can rake in the dough. So please take that as it resonates. Love, 2 of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, we went from maybe denying somebody, or thinking about denying somebody, or not giving somebody the proper attention. So we're making choices on that, one way or another, good or bad. Whether they stay, whether they go, whether, you know, we're comfortable, whether we or not we have the time or money to actually, you know, spend time with this person. I will say you might also be choosy at this time, because we do have exuberant spending here, and, you know, depleted funds, or funds seeming to come and go just as quickly. You might be more choosy about what you do on a date. You may be more choosy about the extravagance of your date night, or spoiling your spouse, however that is. Or for those of you that are single, spoiling yourself. Because, hey, let's face it, if you're single, yes, by all means, take yourself out on a date night. But if you do that too often or go too far, then your go-go juice, your cash flow, your money will extinguish at some point. So it's unwise to overspend. Okay, general advice. What do we have here? The 3 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, beware of your restrictions. Beware of your limits. There's a certain point you know you can't go past. There's only so much money in the bank. Like I said, don't overextend yourself. Don't be exuberant. And if we're trying to impress or charm, wine and dine somebody, be aware you still have limits. Live within your means if you can. Okay. Alright, Gemini, we are already to July. Let's see what it holds. Yin! Ooh! And for those that do have gifts, this is going to be a very interesting month for you. Simply because your abilities are going to be very highlighted, very prominent. And your connection to because they're pointing out of the disembodied face, your connection to the higher realms may also be heightened. So we'll see what extra maybe guidance you get for the month, what comes through. Finances, we have the 2 of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Oh. Intuition. Intuition. Okay. Use your intuition. That gut feeling that you have. Because not every expenditure or investment, partnership, a relationship with money is going to be for you. So like if you have somebody borrowing you money and you wonder whether or not they will actually pay you back, trust your gut on that. Perhaps this is somebody going, hey, I have a really good, idea of how we can, make some money. And you're like, that sounds too good to be true. Well, chances are it is. So be aware of anyone trying to scam you, trying to pawn off that, get rich quick scheme. Follow your gut on that one, please. Okay, career, King of Wands. Ooh, yeah, I like this. I always like the King of Wands because that means we're getting stuff done. It means we're really on top of things. It means we've got boss energy, leadership skills. But I feel like this month, it's not you that's embodying this energy. It's someone you work with. Help. Okay. They help you quite a lot. They make it easier. Okay. I mean, you can do this too, very much so, but they're wanting me to pass on that message. There's some of you that, yes, you have somebody who is either upper management or has certain leadership skills that you work with that makes your job, your workflow, your workplace easier. Okay, love. We have the Five of Wands in the reverse. For love, Five of Wands in the reverse. So either there's no, if you're single, you may not be testing the waters at all. You may be comfortable with where you're at. Or you could be meeting somebody that you are compatible enough with that it's really not a contest. You mesh very easily. For those of you that are in a relationship, I just feel like this is like a more easygoing month for you. I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. General advice. We have the Four of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. I keep getting drawn back to the finance card with this. Yeah, be careful who you are free with your money with. Like loaning money or get rich quick schemes or that type of thing. Who you give your bank account or banking information to. Beware of that. Trust your gut. That still keeps coming on through, and woo, I got goosebumps now. So, yeah, there's something definitely there. Make sure you keep an eye on your bank account. Make sure nobody tries to pull a fast one on you. That seems to be the most important message for the month. Like I said, follow your gut on that. Okay, August. We have the Fates. Oh, yes, we love it when things are coming to us in divine timing. Whether that is a relationship, abundance, or any form of prosperity, even just a reward for good karma or clearing karma. I want to see what the rest of these are. The Ten of Wands reverse. Oh, yes, we love this. And finance. Ten of Wands. Things are easier. It means we've sorted things out. It means we're not only being more responsible without causing ourselves undue damage, but at the same time, it means our finances can actually recover. We've probably stopped overspending, unnecessary spending, impulse buying. We've also decided to budget well enough that maybe our finances can have the ability to recover, and we can start swinging back the other way now. Career, the Two of Pentacles. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. I love this. Simply because it means that, you know, it's very much something that's doable. Things are a bit more balanced, or at least works in tandem enough that you're not overworking. Pacing, okay, pacing. If you work with others and you are not like a self-employed person, that you are the only person that you have at your own company, if you work on a team, this means that everyone is going to start pulling their weight. You're able to function. So if you have a lower energy day, somebody else can pick up the pace and fill in. And vice versa. If you have somebody that calls out, you're able to fill in. Yeah, tit for tat. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Fate's helping hand. Okay. Don't be surprised if somebody comes to you at work and says, hey, can you do this for me? I owe you a favor. And, well, guess what? They owe you a favor, and you can call that in. Okay, love, justice. Oh yes, very much cause and effect. I'm not sure what the astrology placements are for this particular month. I did not look it up. But I actually see justice, the Libra energy, not so much justice itself, but this means that you're able to communicate very clearly. Be very diplomatic when it comes to relationships. Whether you're single and you're looking for something in someone, you know what you want. And you're able to convey that and readily see whether or not they can meet what you need, and vice versa. If you're in a relationship, this means you're able to compromise readily. So any problems that come up, you're able to take care of it. You're able to keep the lines of communication open. You're able to make decisions and keep things running fairly smoothly. It's not like things get out of your control or overwhelming. No, you're able to keep things very equal, very fair, very honest, very authentic. I like that. Okay, general advice. We have the Page of Swords. Yeah, you may not know everything, but you keep things fair. Teamwork, okay. Expansion of knowledge. Yeah, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. You make up for each other. In the workplace, things work out. You balance. Yep, there's so much balance. Here. Fate stepping in, okay. You could actually be protected when it comes to your finances to help turn things around. That might be where the divine help comes. Okay, we're gonna keep moving on. September. Let's see what it holds for you. And not for you in the reverse. Okay. So something is definitely there to assist you go your way, to work out. Whether or not you are completely aware of it, it is there. Okay. This is actually a chessboard with a fortune cookie on it that says no, but they're highlighting the hand that is actually holding up this chessboard and offering it. So something for you, there might be something on offer. Maybe an open door, an opportunity, maybe something literally handed to you, gifted to you, that's meant to be yours. I don't know, maybe you have somebody do the pay it forward thing. So that is money given to you from somebody else for something you were going to purchase anyway. We'll see how that goes. Finances, the King of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. It seems prevalent that this is not the greatest year for the money for you, from what I can tell so far. We'll see how the year ends. You're a little concerned. Not so much that you're outright worried, but you're a little concerned. So maybe you're worried about whether payments go through, or if your budgeting is correct. I'm going to back off from that energy. Please take that as it resonates. The Three of Cups for career. Well, that's great, because that means we're working well as a team. We're being very much supported. Looked after. Oh, okay. I just got the word mentor. So maybe you're actually asked to help train or help somebody else. Or if you're newer to a place, maybe you got switched on departments and you have somebody mentoring you. They're highlighting the whipped cream. Comfort. That's what I get. Comfort. Knowing that there's others there to ask help, to support you, to work together brings comfort. All right, we're going to move along here. Love. Wheel of Fortune. I like this, because that means that whether you're single, this means things are going very well for you. You're either quite content where you're at. If you're dating, looking for love, that means maybe the universe is working on giving you the correct person, handing you a love, support. Ooh, yeah, comfort there. If you're already married, then things are going to be going very well in your relationship. Have a lot of happy times. I get smiling, lots of smiles, okay? And general advice, the Six of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, making sure you give proper attention to the important things, the proper attention and focus. Proper energy to things. I can say, your finances don't look that bad this month. Like I said, there's just, I just feel concern. So yeah, we're a little bit more balanced. We're not so over the place. Kind of like a breathing moment. A leveling out, a break in the chaos for a sec. An opportunity like that is great. October. What's going on for October? By the book. Okay. Regiment. Okay. That's an interesting word to use. Regiment. Maybe you have a certain way of doing things, a regiment, medical regiment, or a cleaning regiment that you go by in your life. I don't know, I'm going to leave that there. So, organization, order you do things. For some reason, dating comes to mind. Order you do things. You might have a set thing that you do when you date somebody or want to date somebody, what you expect the relationship to progress as. I'm going to move on from that. Okay. Finances, 7 of Pentacles. Oh, yes. So maybe our penny pinching and putting stuff back to save, making sure things are paid and not overspending has got us headed in the right direction, and we realize that we're going to keep on going. Okay. They're highlighting the sharks in the water. Yeah, beware of that urge to spend money unwisely on things you don't need. Don't halt your own progress since you seem to be moving in the right direction. That's going to pay off to keep your bank account where you want it to be, where you desire it to be. So don't give in. Don't cave. Okay, we're going to move on from that energy. Career, we have the Knight of Cups and the Strength. Oh. Yeah, when you work with your heart into it, it helps you in your endeavors quite well. Let's face it, we have tasks that we don't like to do, and the more we do tasks that we do like to do, the easier they are to get done, the faster we are at them, the more comfortable, more familiar we are with them. So maybe playing up to your strengths this month at work is better. So if somebody's assigning tasks going, oh, wait, hold on, I suck at doing that. That person over there is better at it. Maybe you should have them do it. I'm good at this. We'll switch. Is that okay? Okay, and sustaining positive vibes. Hey, I actually kind of like that as well. Because when you're engaged emotionally and you can sustain that energy, you can persevere in that, it makes for a happier time at work. Rather than, you know, if you're like me and you work in retail and somebody comes up and rips you a new one over something stupid that you have no control over, realizing that that's unimportant and maintaining your own high vibration makes things go a lot easier. You know, oh, by the book, smiling, smiling at that person, realizing it's not that big of an issue, and maintaining yourself, what you can control and what you can't. Law and order. Okay, yeah, we're gonna move right along. 4 of Wands for love. Yeah, lots of good times. I'm getting that word regiment again. Okay, so maybe you're working things into your schedule to spend time, either for yourself if you are single. Maybe you're spending some assigned time for dating quite happily. You know, date night, whatnot. Or for your spouse, maybe you're planning a little bit of, you know, some private time. That will be very beneficial to both of you. Much needed. Okay, and advice. Sun, yes. Happy vibes. Sustain that high vibration. Rewards. You're on the right track with your finances. Don't give in to the temptation, the overspending. You know, don't blow your budget. You know, there's some payoff. You're headed in the right direction. Don't ruin the reward by splurging on something too soon when you know that it's going to screw things up. I actually like this month for you. There's actually a lot going for October. Let's dip into November here. Breathe in the reverse. Okay, not resting. I'm not needing to rest. Okay, I kind of get movement energy. So we're going to see what's going on here. Finances, Two of Pentacles. Yeah. Things are starting to balance. See, I said, be aware of overspending in the previous month. Don't give in. We were starting to approach, you know, that Eight of Pentacles energy. And if you don't splurge, things are going to work out. Now we're balancing. We're breaking even. We're regaining what we've lost. So momentum. Hey, movement. Okay. Keep it going. Keep it going. Don't rest on your laurels. Keep it going. Career. We have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, movement. Beware of overgiving, of putting in too many late hours, you know, burning the midnight oil. Maybe that's one of the reasons why you're balancing out your finances. You're working overtime, so your paychecks are increasing. You're after that overtime. Don't overextend. Don't burn yourself out. Beware of what you can give. Okay, love. Ooh, Six of Wands. I love this. Not only because we can hit a mile marker in our relationship, but it means there's lots of good times to be had. It means that also if there are any obstacles that crop up in love, whether we are dating or single, etc., married, it means there's a viable solution. We can come out successfully from any conflict. And I always think that's a win. That's a good thing. Okay, general advice. We have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. I love this. Because that means we're very in touch with our body, our emotions. It's the both aspects there. And we feel good about the momentum that we have, the success that we have, the rebalancing. Just like I said, for career, make sure you don't overdo it. It's good to have progress. It's good to see movement. But at the same time, if you rush it, you push it too far, you can cause harm to yourself. Okay, December. How do we close out the year for 2024? Loyal heart. Ooh. This might be a good month for love. Very much so. But at the same time, it could be you're just being very honest to yourself about how this year has been and how you promise yourself to be in the future. And I feel that a little bit more strongly than the love. We'll see what comes up here. We have two cards for finance this time. We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse and the King of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, being honest with ourselves. By December, you might have to be really harsh on yourself that Perhaps you didn't make the best financial decisions thus far. That maybe, you know, for when it comes to a New Year's resolution, for those of you that do those, that being less impulsive is something that is very wise, will be more beneficial to you. At the same time, for those of you that are buying things like Christmas gifts, you could be uncertain of what you actually need to purchase or what you can afford to purchase. So there might be a little bit of a hesitation or uncertainty when it comes to those items, simply because you don't know which action to take. One of those, am I shooting myself in the face or am I shooting myself in the foot type kind of energies of, if I buy this, am I going to wreck things? You know, if I do this, is it, you know, am I biting the hand that feeds me? And it's in my own hand. So please take that as it resonates. Okay. Career, Sun in the reverse. I get this. I really do. Simply because holiday season is so stressful. And a lot of places, holiday season, especially the end of the year, is one of the busiest times there is. And that means you're dealing with a lot of unhappy people. And it makes you very unhappy to deal with unhappy people. That's where this authenticity, being true and honest with yourself, kind of comes into play. You have to realize sometimes it's not about you, it's about other people. Try not to let that get to you, and realizing what you have in your control and what you do not. You can't take ownership for other people. Okay, and love, we have the Three of Swords in the river, or yeah, Three of Swords. So if you're dating, you may be breaking up or not be seeing eye to eye with the person that you are with. For those of you that are single, not having somebody when you're dealing with holiday season and people expect you to bring a boyfriend or a spouse to events and you don't have one. You could be under pressure from family. You could be experiencing stress and anxiety from that. For those of you that are married, I'm not entirely surprised that we have the Three of Swords here. A lot of us do not like going to the in-laws' house and dealing with extended family or even our own family during the holiday season. It's painful, it's awkward. A lot of us don't like to do it. It causes unnecessary strain on a relationship. So just remember to be true to yourself. Remember to be honest as you can. What's our general advice? We have the 10 of Cups and the 5 of Cups reverse. Yeah, remember, things do get better. Remember to embrace the happier times. Be true to yourself. Know who you are. And if you're dealing with unhappy people or unhappy situations, just remember it's temporary. It will pass. It's not something that lasts all the time. Like I said, holidays are stressful. It gets to everyone. Remember what you do and do not have control of. Okay. All right, Gemini. I hope this resonated with you, and if it does, by all means give me a big thumbs up. Let me know which parts stood out to you for this reading in the comment section down below. And if you haven't subscribed but you like this kind of content, by all means subscribe. Remember to click the notification bell in the bottom right hand corner. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you later. Bye.